Good morning, children. So, already we had started chapter number 9, Independence and the Partition of India. Standard 10 students. Now, because already you have studied about the clauses and everything, so now we will discuss other things. Now, the conflict between the Congress and the Muslim League, it raised very high, just as Congress obtained majority of the seats in the election of 1946. So it was clear to the Muslims that whenever the power will be transferred, it will be transferred to Hindus. So they sworn as members of Viceroy Council, but they kept aloof themselves a day of mourning and displayed black flags. Means they were very sad that it was not in our favor. But later on, they decided something that we will join them, but we will not cooperate them. Means we will not allow them to rule properly. So they joined Nehru's leadership and joined interim government. In this way, they openly rejected the idea of collective responsibility. Now, at least announcement that India will get freedom not later than June 98. That is why this announcement is known as historical announcement. This is the picture of Mountbatten, who was sent to India for the power transformation. In 1947, Lord Mountbatten assumed the office of Viceroy and he became the last Governor General of India. His main task was to maintain peace among the Hindus and the Muslims, as well as he realized that partition of India was inevitable, so he had to search a way how to do that. So some provisions of the plans. Provincial Assembly of Punjab and Bengal to decide issue of Pakistan. If they are agreed, they will be divided into 2 dominions and 2 constituent assemblies. Sindh, Northwest Frontier Province, free to decide, means they want to join with India or Pakistan or to remain free. So as other princely states also. If partition was accepted, then a boundary commission would be set up. Means, first of all, they have to be ready for the partition. Then only the boundaries of India and Pakistan would be made. The next one is, both the dominions would be independent in determining their foreign relations or Commonwealth membership. And the last and the foremost one, independence to be given on 15th of August 1947. So here mixed reaction was there. Public was very happy with mixed feelings. It was criticized also. Indian National Congress, they did not have any other alternative, so they accepted the plan. Muslim League was not happy because it was not mentioned where is Pakistan. But now reasons for acceptance of the plans, so many communal rights were there in Bengal, Assam and other places. Now Sardar Patel said India would be divided into a smaller Pakistan if we refuse the partition, because they realized that Muslim League will not allow them to rule properly. Then leaders realized that if partition was further delayed, then India will be in crisis of civil war, or it will be divided into very small parts. Britishers, they were trying to suggest the rulers of Indian states to remain independent, and the continuation of British rule would mean a greater calamity, means loss. So the partition was the price for immediate independence, means only one solution was left, that is partition. So according to them, a smaller India with a strong central authority would be far better rather than a bigger India with weak central authority. So they accepted it. Leaders felt that partition would keep away undemocratic procedures and constitution of separate electorates from India, and then India can evolve as a truly secular and democratic state. Why? Because there would be no interference by Muslim League. Then, when it was decided, then they framed Indian Independence Act. On the basis of Mountbatten Plan, it was decided that we will get freedom very soon on July 1st. This act marked the end of the British rule in India, and the dominions of India and Pakistan came into existence. Means everything was slowly getting finalized. Creation of two dominions, that is the first clause. Okay. Then Governor General for each dominion for separate constituent assemblies they have, separate jurisdiction, and from 15th of August control of British Parliament will be finished. Means really we are going to independence. Emperor of India and King of England titles would be dropped, finished. Till new constitutions are framed, country would be governed as per the Act of 1935. Governor General would have the powers to modify or adopt Government of India. Right of King to veto or refuse, negative laws would be given up, and the right would be given up to the Governor General. This act was passed on 5th July with the clauses India and Pakistan. India will include Punjab, Balochistan, Northwest Frontier Province, then Sindh, East Bengal. Indian states would free to accede to any of the two dominions. Each dominion to have Governor General adopted by King. The legislature of the two dominions will have the power to make laws. A new constituent assembly for Pakistan. Now the partition came. You can see this was the whole India, but this part is known as Pakistan, and this smaller part also. So this ended the British rule. Jinnah became the Governor General of Pakistan, and Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. Now what happened later? So many effects were there, so many riots were there, population went here and there. Kashmir, a princely state, had to choose whether they will be in India or Pakistan. Burma was granted independence and it became a separate country. Sri Lanka also granted independence. And after that, at the end of 47 and in the started of 48, so many riots were there. Hindu people, those who were in Pakistan, they wanted to come back, and the question of the choice to be made in this connection by Jammu Kashmir led to the Indo-Pakistan War in 1947 and other wars, conflict between India and Pakistan. Whereas Pakistan's Independence Day is celebrated on August 14, means we gave them first, and then India on 15th of August. So my dear children, here the chapter completes. Thank you.